It is my honor.
Welcome back to another video, lawful based here, once more in a location in Dunley that everybody knows, where I have built a 9-floor high castle once, but this one is on the WauWauGaming server with the Oakvale update, brutal difficulty, built by another player called NeinDanke's, aka No Thanks, and I will now go and show you his castle. He built a very nice castle in that location. As you can see, it is kinda, well, it's not narrow, but it's not very wide either. And he made a very nice blueprint, I think, very inspiring. And I hope you enjoy it. To see what someone can do with a location like this. This was a castle that I built that you could reach only by air. There is an entrance, as you can see. Yeah. Let's see. I hope you can enjoy. Not resist. I will bring in some dialogue, because I helped to build this castle and it was not originally my own. Yeah, let's do this. This room here is where you can summon blood souls. You can now summon much more powerful blood souls with the Oakvale update. The ones that Dracula can summon, which are actually very useful. You can use these to refill your blood orb, and I don't think you can refill your shard if you have a shard, but yeah. You don't need to leave your castle now, and it can also drop a relic weapon. Very nice. And this is a huge storage room that just holds everything that you might need to build a castle like this. Here we have consumables, yep, buffs of all kinds. This is only for empty bottles. This is only for, what is this even in English? Leather sacks with water and stuff. Yeah, very nice. A very functional castle. This is not just all cosmetics. You can use this to craft. This is a very productive and efficient castle. Let's go here. I hope you like the garden design. This is also a little bit optimized so that it looks good, but it's also functional. Wait. Let me look on the map. Yeah, Dreamage. Maybe I should show that castle location too. That guy has built a planned skyscraper and he is offering the entire server huge chunks and fields of plants to farm whenever they want. It's very cool. This year you can use a field like this and you have enough materials for a lifetime if you optimize, and sometimes you will just plant some others here. This is of course blood roses, as you can see, and if you have too many, just delete a few of them. But yeah, this guy, with him on the server present, you don't need a garden of your own. But it's also looking very good, I think. Yeah. And here's a Thrall room. These are the Thralls of NeinDanke's. I have built this room to make it look more cozy for them, and I have all imprisoned them here because they were running around everywhere, standing on teleporters, blocking, because you were always opening their own inventory. They were blocking all kinds of interactions. It was super annoying. Oh, 100% rope. Oh yeah. I have to put the cages back here. Oh, there's a tapete missing, but I don't care right now. Yeah. This is the prison here. This is the prison section. If you want to catch new prey and maybe experiment with this radioactive goo to bring it up to 100%. This is a little bit of paper and scrolls. You can make them for schemata. And then you have the real prison with the 100%, everything mutant 100%, polluted. I don't know what this is called. Then you have worker, warrior, barbarian, another rogue, 2 rogues. There are too many rogues now in the game that reach 100%. It's a little bit annoying. You see them all the time. I have killed a 100% rogue because I couldn't see them anymore. Then you have a scholar, and of course a werewolf. As you can see, he has just transformed. At night he too is a creature blood group, and at day he's a worker too. And Draculin, a little bat. Sun now, so I cannot go out. A little balcony to get some fresh air. Not for the prisoners, of course, only for personnel. And here's the garden. The braziers in the middle, so you can farm the plants easily without a hassle. Little bit of stables here, if you haven't seen it already. I try to make it as cozy as possible, but also functional. This here is the throne room as NeinDanke imagined it for himself. Castle heart is here, you can fill it up here. Down there's a little bit of a connection, so you don't have to go through the garden to reach here. And then you go to the throne room. Tiny, not that big of a walk to the throne, only stairs. Yeah, small and functional, but also a little bit impressive. And of course, to boast, Shardbearer. What are these towers? Podests? Yes. The tailoring room. Man, I have the HUD on the entire time and I'm not realizing it. Yeah. I don't need to explain this one. You can craft everything you like here. And then you are in the second floor. In the true second floor. Always use 2 floors on top of each other. It just looks better. Then you have the Smithery. Try to make it look a little bit clean, but also efficient. Here, place all these better smelting ovens, or however they're called. Place them all in this manner, even if it looks a little bit stupid, ugly and lazy. 2 fabricators. Oh yeah. These host all kinds of broken weapons for very good stats if you need to put them on your own weapons that you're actually using. Yeah, the anvil, the decorated anvil. What is this, Ancestor Forge? Yeah. And of course the fusion forge. Must not miss. And this is just for decorative purposes. You craft the starting gear on this little working bench here. Then you have all this wood stuff. The wood workshop. A little bit squeezed in But who cares, it must not look pretty. Not every room must look very pretty. It gets the job done. And that is all that matters. Then you have the jewelry crafting room. A little bit more beautiful. I don't know why, but I always make them with a white wall. Because it just looks the best. I think it fits the workstations. You have a little balcony. If you want to look outside as a vampire, rest your eyes. But then you realize you have the camera mod and you cannot see into the distance without everything rendering out, because the developers never wanted you to have this cool point of view. Yeah. Man, I really want a mod that just increases the drawing distance. Alchemy room. Self-explanatory. Blood parts, blood essences, hearts. Also another fusion workstation. Don't know what it's called. I think it's... You can... A distillator. You can combine merlots here and blood groups. Very self-explanatory. 4 alchemy tables. Because impatience and so on. And oh my god. All these little errors. Sometimes... This is now with the Oakvale update in here. You can make everything an even wall, but the old, I don't know, the older appearances, sometimes they pop back in and you have to reset them several times and hope they don't come back. It's so annoying sometimes. Teleporter room. Don't stand in the sun, stand in the shade wherever you can. I like that the teleporter room is half interior, half exterior without a real wall. It gives you this nice feeling that you're actually traveling now, even if you're just teleporting. Yeah, and NeinDanke wanted this new arena wall on the outside of his castle. Very ominous. Not really a black castle, but not a very friendly castle either. And then you can go back up more, and this was a nice idea of mine, if I say so myself. As you can see, you can look downwards into the entrance floor. I like this suspended staircases. It's a pity there's so much stone fundament below. It looks stupid. I just want this stair fundament, if you know what I mean. Mouse cursor is not showing for you, so I cannot show it to you that much, but yeah. You see where the actual stairs are, where I'm just standing on, and everything beneath. Just put it away, Stunlock. We don't need this. Give us the normal stairs without this big fundament. It looks ridiculous that this is actually suspended. Yeah. And always build 2 floors up to make a main corridor. Just looks better. Story of the castle, a little bit explained here with the statues. Alucard statue with the red fire. Yeah, to symbolize a little bit that he is a Dhampir, not a vampire but a Dhampir. And he too has a thirst of blood, of course. Angelic forces. And of course this woman from the Nocturne series. Castlevania Nocturne, that was it called. This cringe writing series. And on the other side the vampires, their eternal enemies. Boasting their magical powers and feeling cool. Yeah, this is the story of the castle. But who has won and who has inherited the castle? Find out in the next episodes of Dragon Ball Z. No, just kidding. And if you want to look back down here, this is the throne room. Everything is connecting a little bit into each other. Workroom again. Workstation, workshop? Yeah, for the wood carving stuff. And now, every castle needs to have this now, because of this new... Is this a dispenser? What is this called in English, client? You can now build these nice looking tech rooms that create all the electricity that you see in the castle. Here you can repair with screwdrivers and hammers. Yeah. More replacement stuff. Screws and everything. If you might need to repair something. Yeah, these are always on, you cannot interact with them. Hopefully Stunlock will also give us an option in the future that we can make it look like all the workstations are functioning right now. Some of them look really cool if they are functioning. Yeah, and here this was not always closed off and you could fall down there into this wood chipper. Oh man, so I had to close it off. Imagine you walk here and then you fall over the railing and into it and then you are just dead. Ah, not good. Study and relaxation for guests of the castle. You can read a little bit, you can sit at the fire, you can look out the window. With my nice first person mod, especially first person camera mod. Yeah. And of course the tables have now food and drinks that you can place upon. It wasn't always like this. Another mist brazier. Here you can look onto the garrison in the game. Ah, so nice, so nice. Okay. This section is only for very esteemed guests, for hedonists, and those who have earned the castle's trust and that of its current owners. Should I show it from the air right now? Yeah. Because before you know it, the night is ending and I cannot do it anymore. And this is a castle from the air. Is it rendering out? Yep. Need to fly closer. I think this looks very cool. A little bit castle-like, even though this is such a narrow territory. But it looks quite okay. Not much to show. It's a small territory after all. And then you have the hedonistic room. All the doors are always open so that other players can come and visit every room and look for themselves. This is why doors are always open, if you ever wondered why. A hedonistic room where vampires can amuse themselves with their human guests or other vampires. With drinks and some grapes. What is this? What is this? Are these tomatoes or something? I don't even know. And here on the roof, I have built this on the roof, as you can see. A little bit of boasting. How many Shardbearers you have slapped. There's an actual shard in every one of these podcasts. Yeah. At that end, I have built a staircase once that led down here to this balcony that you can see in the distance above the well. But it was in the way, it didn't look as good and you didn't use it as much. And so the former vision of this castle returns a little bit more. And when you walk up here, highest balcony section, always sun protected, because as you can see, you can walk beneath these, not really pergolas, these are pergolas here. Metal pergolas. With a little bit of a plant matter. I don't even know what it's called in the English client. It's a new one, you can use it when you bought the DLC. You can put this in any color. This is good. Plant matter that you can put in any color. So if you build in the Hallowed Mountains, you can give it a white color and it looks kinda frozen. Very important, very good. And now to the last room. Surprise, surprise, of course the vampires won because we are playing vampires. And this is a crypt room, rest room. The most important podest, of course, because we slapped Dracula too, as you can see. It is red and it can hold Dracula's shard. NeinDanke's coffin, Vivian's coffin and mine coffin. Wow. With ominous and gloating statues beneath the coffins. Beneath? Behind. And blood roses. Yeah, nice crypt room. A little bit messy, but vampires do not care. Why should they care? Imagine you live for hundreds of years. Will you consciously see cobwebs after some time? Still, no. They will just fade out of your vision. This is how I imagine a vampire to be. Yeah, and that was NeinDanke's castle.
Knight's greetings.
I hope you enjoyed that, and if my commentary was annoying, just tell me. But maybe I will talk anyway, in the future again. You cannot stop me. These are my videos, what are you gonna do? Nah, just kidding. Okay. A happy 4th of July for everyone in America, and see you next time.